falsehood in the garb of truth. The noble prophets ﷺ would bring God's deen, and establishing this deen, that system was their religious duty. Despite the extreme opposition of vested interest groups, they would establish this system. But after their departure, these groups would re-emerge and attempt to dismantle it. For this purpose, the three groups, dictators, capitalists, and the religious priesthood, would form alliances, with the religious priesthood leading the way. The reason was clear. Falsehood can never succeed when presented in its naked form. It succeeds only when clothed in the garb of truth, deceiving others. Imagine a person speaking to you for an hour, saying lofty things aligned with your purpose and ideals in such a way that you see no selfish motive or hint of deceit. You become convinced, satisfied, and promise to act upon his words. But if, upon leaving, he says, "Brother, everything I told you was false," would you still act upon it? His success lay in presenting falsehood as truth and insisting to the end that it was truth. This was the technique of the religious priesthood. They retained the terminology of deen but altered its meanings and concepts. The pillars and symbols of the system of deen, which were meant to manifest in practical form, they kept intact in outward appearance, but changed their purpose, even making them ends in themselves. They claimed that if these rituals were performed formally, that was sufficient, that it fulfilled God's will, that it achieved the purpose of deen. This was mere formalism, outward ritual without substance. They trapped the nation in this deception, assuring them that God and his messenger were pleased, or telling them that since no results were visible in this world, the real outcome would be in the hereafter. They said, this world is the place of action, the place of reward is the next world. Perform these rituals and you will earn reward, and in the hereafter you will receive paradise. Thus, the religious priesthood lulled the masses with false consolations, like opium, keeping them asleep, while monarchy and the capitalist class continued their arbitrary rule. By adopting this method, the religious priesthood transformed deen into something else. They called it madhab, religion.